I'm bloody fishing, mate. Just gotta get my rig set up properly here. I'd say we're set up, Joe. Alrighty, we're doing a bit of a Rockwall session here. Got a few different little ideas for some techniques, but we're gonna kind of get straight into it here. I'm wondering if we quickly tie on a different jig here. I just noticed how flat it is here right now. The wind's coming from the south. It's kind of like a southerly breeze, more than a southwester, which it's supposed to be. But it is flat calm in here, so I'm thinking I'm going to quickly take the scatter wrap off and put a chopper on, which is pretty much a whopper plopper, the Berkeley version of it. So we'll quickly get up here, and we'll throw a few here quickly, and then we can put the scatter wrap back on. We'll just walk up here a touch. We're going to be walking this whole Rockwall here today, and I've kind of gone with a different tack than what I normally do. Actually, I might not worry about the whopper plopper. We'll just use the scatter, just because I don't want to waste too much time. I kind of want to get down to the end of this Rockwall here in this session. I've got a few different baits and ideas I want to use, and I'll explain those as we get further down. But to start, we'll use the scatter wrap from Rapala here. It's been probably the bait of the summer for me. So we'll go down just a bit further here. We're going to do a little bit of walking here, so just stay with me. We'll get up here. I'm just going this way a little bit before I cast and get in a bit of deeper water. Kind of a little bit shallower to the west there. I think along here is not a bad place to start. I've got my pink bag of goodies, absolutely loaded with lures. Oh, someone's getting the boat going. Last run of the summer, maybe. I'll show you what I'm going to be using further up in a minute. Try and get a little casting rock here. Oh, that's perfect. It's actually a little bit green here. Just a bit of a shock. We've had a few warm days the last couple of days, so it makes sense, but the water temperature has dropped. But we're going to be running creek fishing. How you doing, brother? Welcome. We're going to be using the scatter wrap to start here, and we're looking to get a few pike along the rock edge. So let's cast that out. Just a nice, simple, easy retrieve. Should check my drag here. Drag's not too bad. I've got a little bit of a wind knot situation there on the reel. So we'll quickly bring that in, and we'll put a long cast in. It's just going to be a few casts in, a few. Ooh, might have been weed. Okay, yeah, see, it was a little bit shallow. And here's that sci-fi bloody weed I had here the other day. She's just gluey, horrible stuff. Let's go straight out. Let's see if I can get that knot out. Yep, we got her out. But she's an absolute ripper day here. It's probably the last nice bit of weather we're going to have here in Manitoba for a while. Oh, and there was a fish on the surface there, just popped. So I'm going to take advantage of it while I can. There we go. Oh, I missed him. Dang. Missed him, guys. That was second cast and we got a hit. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a bit of a multi-attack here today. As we go further up this rock wall, I'm going to try a Ned rig with a crawfish type bait across city, and then I'll be using this Topwater lure, just looking for any pike and a possibility of some walleye as well. And as you can tell, they've already hit and they're aggressive, so we might be on for a few here tonight, hopefully. But we're going to be, oh, another hit or weed. Yeah, okay, we're going to take a few more steps towards our final destination here. It's just a little bit shallow here still. We did get that one hit though, so maybe I'll just go one out deep again. But that's what we're using. Scatter wrap from Rapala, and I just realised my leader is a little bit chafed. Got hammered by Pike probably 3 or 4 days ago. But we'll put another cast in here, and then we'll go down this rock wall here. And the deeper we get, we'll change up tacks for what we'll be using. But I just want to get a fish on the board to start with. Corey, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm looking for the Kraken. Big pike would be fun right now. These guys are getting out for probably the second last trip of the day, and it's a hot one today. It's like almost 30 degrees, and it's what, September here in Manitoba. It's kind of unheard of from what I've heard of the people that live around here. All right, we'll just go make our way up here a touch. Excuse the jolting. We're going to be doing a little bit of this today. I could do exercise too, so I reckon this was the rock I was casting off the other day. Okay, let's go a few more steps. Just going to find a good little sitting spot. Oh, this looks good. Let's go here. Unfortunately, there's going to be a little bit of moving today, so if I do move, just stay with me. I'm not going to be moving far very often, and if I do, I'll make a big move, and then we'll get there and fish more. But she's just absolute ripper here right now. We've probably got 2 hours of fishing, I'd say. Sun's going down a little bit early, about 7:30, 7:25. So okay, let's go right along this rock wall here. And with this scatter wrap, you don't have to do a lot for action. It dives down, you know, maximum 3 or 4 feet. If you're going a little bit quicker, it would probably drop a bit more if you're in a boat. So just a nice gentle reel like this is very adequate for the pike that we're looking for today. Okay, I haven't had much luck here. We'll cast one down here. It would be such a good day for a whopper plopper out here though. One more. Would have been a perfect day to bring the kayak out. I didn't know it was that calm down here. It was actually quite windy at home. So that's why I didn't really bring the kayak out, but it would have been absolutely ideal. We've had one hit already. We've only been out here for 5 minutes. What I've found is what the pike will do is they'll frequent this rock wall at a drop off where the riprap stops, and they swim along that edge. So casting sideways of it, either way, tends to work. Okay, go a little bit further down. We've had one hit already though. That's been promising, but wasn't a full commit. Because if they full commit, like they'll engulf this lure. So we'll go down another 10, 15. I'm really looking forward to throwing this Ned rig. I caught a walleye the other day off the rocks, and this isn't like a huge walleye spot. I've barely caught any walleye out of this lake, but I've caught 4 this summer and I've fished it a lot, so it's probably not bad going, considering I never thought there was any fish in here like walleye. Okay, we'll go the scatter wrap again here. But yeah, it's greened up, this lake, which is insane. Didn't take long at all. Roger Trad, how you doing, mate? Oi to you. Hope you're going good this afternoon. I think there's a bit of it, there's along here, there's a big rock. I might have just gone past it, and I found that there's always fish on the deeper end of that. But we'll work our magic along here. As the day turns to night here, the pike will fall a bit more, and probably a more chance of a walleye, hopefully. Oh, might be weed. Yeah, that's that sci-fi weed. This is like the slimiest, stickiest weed I've ever caught. It's like Snoop Dogg style. Just some of that sticky icky. Okay, let's bomb one straight out here. Just bomb it, mate. Bomb it right out. There's a lot of minnows in this water system right now, so there's a fair chance we can get some topwater strikes here tonight, hence why we're using the Rapala. I'd love to know where you're all watching from. Drop us a comment below. Every time I do a stream, I ask where you're from and what you like to catch, because I'm always curious to what people are catching out there and where you're from. So drop a comment. Don't be scared. Go down the rock wall here. Might have went a bit skinny there. The other good thing about this lure is you can, if you slow up your retrieve, it won't dive down as deep, so you can kind of fish it a little bit shallower. So I'm just going to slow down my retrieve here so I don't get snagged on anything. Oh, just hit a rock. We're in the weeds there. I'm going to get some more of that sci-fi weed. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Gross. Okay, we'll keep moving after this. One more cast here. Now the theory behind using this Rapala is the water's stained, one, a little bit green. It's a pretty brackish sort of water. There's not a whole lot of movement, so I'm using bright coloured, more weed, okay, we have to get going here. Bright coloured, heaps of noise and heaps of wobble, just to, if there's any fish, I want them to feel every sort of vibration and give myself every chance to actually more get a reaction strike than anything, because if you're using just like a jerk bait, you're not going to get any sort of vibration or anything like that. So this is like a square bill crankbait almost, bass fishermen use in real dark, dirty, stained water. So I've applied that to this lake and it's worked well. Like, it's been easily the best lure I've used on this lake. So all right, we'll go down a fair way again. It's going to be a bit of rock walking here, guys. Just try and, maybe I'll try and hold the camera so she's not jumpy. This reminds me when I was back home in Australia, I would always fish these sorts of areas, and you'd get really good at walking on it after a while. You'd get used to it. Should take some of these rocks home for the fish tank. Be kind of cool, actually. Didn't even think of that. But some of these are really loose, so you've got to be super careful. Especially the ones down low, because they probably get moved when the ice forms. Okay, let's go a little touch bit further. Now we're getting close to the spot where I think we can almost throw the Ned rig, which I'm excited about. Down in here, a bit more breeze here, which will help us also. best footing here in the world. Now the wind has fully swung. It was coming from the south, now it's coming from the west-northwest. They were calling for that, but they're normally a little bit off on their timelines, and they've absolutely nailed that when it was supposed to happen. So something new, I suppose. Far out, more of that sci-fi weed. Just got to get that weed off. It's just ruins the presentation. Gross stuff. Good. Okay, one more cast here. Maybe we'll get up exactly where I want to. We'll walk up on the walkway and we'll get exactly to where I want to fish. Just walking on these rocks isn't the easiest thing to do. And then we can watch the sunset too. That's gonna be sick. Yeah, that wind is fully swung. 100% right in the last 10 minutes it's swung. Which is fine. Just going to make it a little bit harder for castability, but that little bit of breeze on the water helps, I find, when you're fishing. Thought we might have got something by now though, guys. All right, let's go down this side here. That car going off just reminded me, did I bring my keys? Did I leave them in my car that's in a high traffic area? Okay, we must be shallow here because I've got more weed. Yeah, yuck. Look at this fluoro crap. Just look at it, mate. It's a disgrace. Must be just like the algae living in the weed. Nasty. Alrighty, we're going to climb straight up this rock wall. Hang with me, guys. It's probably like a 2 or 3 minute walk. Oh, dude, there's like a mink or something. You see that? Might be hard to see. It's coming straight at us here. Little like brownie coloured thing. I seen a couple of river otters down here the other day. That was not expecting that at all. Let's foot falcon up here quickly. Oh, see, rocks, slippery. All right. How's it going today? Not yet.
I tried earlier, nothing.
No luck?
No luck at all.
Often get a few pike along here though.
Yeah, I usually get something along here, but
yeah,
nothing today for me.
No? Oh well. Yeah, I'll try my luck down here. Hopefully I can catch a walleye. I've caught a few walleye out of here this year, so.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. All right, have yourself a good day. Yeah, what do you use for bait? What do you use, bait or lures or?
I've just been using little jigs and lures.
Oh yeah?
Starting to use a bait now in the fall.
Oh yeah. Yeah, minnows would be good.
Yeah.
Even like just a walleye rig with some minnows?
Yeah, that's what I've been using, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. There's a little bit further down here, there's a bit of a deeper spot. I've actually kayaked and done like a fish finder along this spot. A little bit shallower this end, but down in here, right close to the rocks, it gets about 13, 14 feet. So, like, you know that little concrete pad that's down there?
Yeah.
Straight out in front of there.
Okay.
So, anyway, have yourself a good day. Alaska Critter Cam, how you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us. You're gonna have to excuse the noise that's probably gonna happen on my phone here. The wind has fully swung, and if you know, using a phone microphone isn't ideal for sound, but I've actually got this little microphone guy that I use for my GoPros, and the bottom part is for if you want to run a power cord, but I put this on the bottom and then I put a rubber band around it, and it kind of acts as a bit of a windsock. So when we get down to this spot, I feel like this breeze is going to be probably 10 knot breeze, so it's going to make a bit of a difference to sound. So I'll put that on when we get down here. But I just thought I'd walk up here. Look at these fall colours, eh? She's in full swing here in Manitoba, but we've got some really nice weather for the next week and a half, which is crazy. It's like high 20s. So I'm getting out fishing while I can. And then hopefully there'll be some ice on the water, so I'm excited to take you guys ice fishing, do some ice camping, and we'll stream it the whole time. So get down here. It's a bit more deeper water down here. I'm hoping to try this Ned rig. I did float it in some water to see if the claws would sit up, because I've got quite a heavy jig, and it does, so I'm excited about that. I've got this whole little bay to fish too, so we'll be discovering that here. I'll have to check out your channel, Alaska Critter Cam, because that sounds like fun. Sounds like it's got something to do with some crabs. Some of that Alaska crab. But yeah, we'll fish from here, and then we'll go up, be a bit sneaky. You're not supposed to go up there, but we'll go up in there. There's a bit of deep water, and that's where I caught my walleye my last stream. But we'll get here. And I'm going to put that windsock on quickly, guys, so just give me 30 seconds. You might hear some muffled noise, but hopefully this helps. You can look at my fishing gear while I do it. She's probably not the most riveting stuff you've ever seen, but I would try and hook a microphone up to this. The problem is, sorry guys, I'll be back. I'm having a hard time. I cut it down so I could see the comments, and it's a little bit smaller, so it's a bit trickier to get on. There we go. Yeah, I cut it way too small, guys. You bugger. Come on. I'm having a hard time. You can probably see the device is going upside down, round and around. I've got the phone upside down right now. If you could see this, you'd be laughing your head off. Why did I cut it so short, Ben? You know, I do these things thinking it's a good idea, and then it's not. That's just how I roll. All right, we're on. We're back. We're back, baby. We'll see if that helps. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Ned rig. I'll show you what I'm using. And let's just hope I don't get snagged first cast, because it's the only Ned rig I bring. And I feel like it's going to work wonders further down here. But I'm glad I went the heavier jig head, because the wind has picked up. But we got a big solid Ned rig. I forgot what size it is. It's got a massive bloody hook on it. And then I've got this Crush City Pearl almost like a little crawfish guy. I've got to split that. Now, the reason for using this is if you walk along this rock wall, it is just absolutely loaded with crawfish. So I'm going to cast this out. Didn't cast well. Did not cast as far as I needed it to then. But I can probably pop that, I don't know, 5 or 6 meters away from this rock wall. And then I'll have to bring it in because those rocks, they kind of go down, straight down. So I don't want to get jagged on those. And because that's sitting up like this, I'm not going to have to do much for action and just let it sit there a little bit. And I'm just going to give it a few twerks to make it seem like it's just a crawfish leaving a scene. And then I'm hoping a pike will pounce on it, and walleye are known to pounce on stuff in the mud. So we'll try that. I'm hoping my little device is helping with the sound. Let me know what the sound's like, guys. Is it really windy coming through the microphone, or is it pretty decent? Okay, so I'm getting close to that rock edge here. Okay, I felt rock, so I lift it up. Yeah, I can feel that bounce along the rocks there. We'll catch a pike on that along these rocks too. They'll come and hit that. Giacomo, welcome. But I can't believe how quick that wind swung. As soon as we got down here, the wind fully turned. That's crazy. This was all flat before. Now it's straight on shore. So what I'm trying to do is puff up that mud on the bottom to catch the attention of a walleye or a pike. And as I was saying to that gentleman as I was walking down here, there's a bit of a deeper spot here. Oh, that might have been a hit. Okay, so I'm thinking, oh, that was a hit. I'm thinking maybe that's a little bit loud for you guys. That breeze is quite hefty. If anyone could give me a bit of feedback on the sound, is it like a little bit too windy coming through? Because if it is, I'll go over this side here and I'll put my back to the wind, and then it should be a bit more sheltered. Same, bro. Admiral, I just did too, so welcome to the club. I just farted. I love that comment. It's probably my favourite comment of the year. All right, we're gonna go try this spot before we go to that less windy side. I know we've done a fair bit of walking here, guys, and talking, but we'll get to fishing here in a second, like proper fishing. These rocks are super deadly. Okay, so we're going to walk over to a spot we're not supposed to here, if we can. I'm not the most light-footed guy going around. I've got hold of this tree. Lucky I got my boots on. These are going to be slippery as all hell. Actually not that bad. That one's a bit slippery. That's like the entry for the fish ladder. Got like fish ladders here in Manitoba. Okay. We'll get down here, guys. We'll get to fishing. Again, mate, you're a machine. Might have to go to a doctor. Alrighty. Okay, we're almost there, guys. It's a bit of a jaunt. It's a bit bigger rocks down here, so it's a bit easier to get to. Trust the bigger rocks a bit more than the smaller ones. Okay. Mate, that breeze has picked up quite hard here. Super annoying. It's been calm all day. And then as soon as I want to go fishing, she picks up. Oh, that's the way she goes. All right, guys, we're almost there. So this is like a little area, and then it drops down like 20 feet into the river here. So this is all quite deep water. This is a spot I really wanted to fish with the Ned rig. So we'll park up some of the gear, get the net ready for a chance of pike and a walleye here. Probably should get my pliers ready. Something I do normally do. Got all sorts of gear in here. Choppos. We got walking the dog style, and I've also got a couple of lipless crankbaits that I might try too. Alrighty. Enough of me talking, guys. Let's see if we can get us a fish, eh? Ned rig, Crush City, real muddy bottom through here. I've got the camera down there before ice fishing, and it's just nothing but mud. So I'm going to try and cast along the reeds, pop back off the shallow into the deep, and let's hope there's some pike and some walleye floating around. Oh, that was a hit. 100% a hit. Another hit. There's a lot of perch probably in here too, so they'll probably be happy to peck at it, but they probably won't be able to get that hook down. It's a pretty decent sized hook. Even for a small walleye, it might be a challenge. Oh! Thanks, Admiral. Appreciate that, brother. Just getting hit so you can kind of see the end of my rod there. I didn't bring any small jigs. Oh! Let's have a look. Okay. I'm going to put a long cast in over the other side here. Welcome. Welcome Portugal. Look at beautiful Manitoba day here. Trying to get max vibration in the water right now, so I'm only slow, very slow winding, and then just popping it on the spot like a crawfish would, and hoping something just pins it to the mud. Georgia Peach, welcome. Glad you made it. I feel like it's not a stream until you're on. Thanks for joining again. I feel like the Admiral's trolling me. Heavy troll is on. We are after some walleye and pike again. We've had one miss hit on a pike, just a little love tap. And we're fishing a Ned rig, which is a bit controversial this time of year. Looking for, trying to target some walleye more here. It's a bit of a mud basin in here, so the Ned rig sits up really nice and pronto. It's like a 5-inch bait. Looks like a crawfish, and there's a lot of crawfish that frequent this rock wall. So casting out, slowly popping along the bottom, hoping that there's a walleye that wants a piece of a crawfish, because they love crawfish. And we'll also catch pike on this lure. I'll show you it quickly. It's got like little nippers there. But let's bang one up along that concrete wall there. Perfect cast. I'm going to actually free spool that and let it sink. I love everybody that tunes in. Appreciate it. Love it. Now, if we have no luck with this, I also have a 1/4 ounce paddle tail, and it's a sinking paddle tail called the Grass Pig by Berkeley, and I've caught many a fish on those. It's quite a nice sized bait, and it swims real well too, so we'll get max vibration. But I'm actually keen to try that lipless crankbait here. It's from a brand out of Europe called Z-Viber. It's super gold, so it's going to be super attractive, and it's got some ball bearings in it. It's super loud. It's quite a big bait. I actually bought it for ice fishing for walleye, but it's probably a little bit too big, to be honest with you. So this is where I was fishing the other day, where I caught that walleye, 23-inch walleye, right about there. It was a super solid fish. Yeah, I fish a lake not far from here called Lake of the Prairies, and there's a certain time of year, it's actually straight after ice is off. Well, it's not straight after, but probably a month or two after ice off. You find it really hard to catch walleye in that lake, and a lot of them are actually eating crawfish, and they're just sticking to the bottom of the lake, and they will only really hit something that resembles a crawfish. Now this is kind of the wrong color, but pike and walleye do like white, chartreuse, pink, so that's why we've got the white. Fish just boiled up, you see the splash? Maybe we'll try one or two more casts with this, and maybe we'll get the Rapala out here. But we might find ourselves over by the boat launch, where a lot of you guys that have subscribed to me will know I fish pretty heavy, so I do love cooking fish. Who doesn't? You can't beat a good fish fry. Okay, not much with that right now, so let's try the Rapala here quickly. We'll get down here on the fishing rock. And the old faithful, mate, Rapala. This thing's been through hell. She's still hanging on. So let's see if we can get a pike here. That wind's dropped right off, which is good. That's crazy, it went full swung and then it just dropped right off, that breeze. Ooh. Okay, let's cast one just around this corner here. Do the musky fish bait with with a small scatter wrap. Is that how it goes? I've almost got too much leader. Scatterate. I can guarantee you we'll catch a pike doing that. 100%. But I'm thinking what we might do, we've had a few casts along there. But we might go, we'll go up the boat launch here, guys. I'm going to put a long cast in along this rock here. Okay, let's jump this fence and we'll go to the boat launch. We'll show you guys the sunsets that we get here in Manitoba. They're ripper. I still have confidence in that Ned rig, just unsure if it's the right time of year. Oh, I just threw all my gear on my rods. That was smart then. I'll show you the other side of this river too. Someone fishing down there, which is cool. Well, we caught the net. So yeah, you can see a couple of boys down there fishing. You can fish up in here, but you're not supposed to because it's a fish ladder. But you do catch a lot of walleye there. How beautiful is that? I almost want to have a cast off here. This little spot here, along that wall there, is generally loaded with fish. Like almost every cast you can catch a decent fish there. Sorry guys, it's been more walking than fishing, but we'll settle ourselves down here, and we'll hopefully we get a couple of pike for you guys. How beautiful is the colour though? One thing you don't get in Oz is that that full sort of vibe. It's so beautiful. Oh, almost got run over. Just ripping her. Atta boy. That's living right there. That would have been me when I was that age, just probably not as quick. So what should we use, the scatter to start with or the Ned rig here, guys? We're gonna get a wicked sunset here. It's gonna be ripper. And that wind's just dropped. It's like a mill pond out here. You can see a fish fart. I'm gonna go with the Ned rig to start, I think. How beauty is that? So probably just a month or two ago, the sun was setting like over here, not like over here. So it's crazy how it changes. I'll drop the bag, undo this hook. Might need two hands for this, bro. I don't know how you get to hook this net so easily. It's a proper issue, eh? Like, how do I get that out? It's supposed to be, there we go, got it, we got it, guys, we got it. Don't stress, I'm not stressing, you're stressing. All right, here we go. Look at this. This is living. Beauty. Right, I'm gonna go pretty much at where we were just fishing, straight ahead here. Just make sure you guys have got a good view here. Because that's about where the weed line ends. The weed comes out to about there. So we'll slowly pop that along that weed line and hopefully there's a pike or a walleye looking to get a quick feed. Super slow retrieve, just popping that along, and we're hoping for a bit of ambush, bit of bushage. We're using my favourite rod that I've ever really owned, HMG Inshore, a 7.6. Oh, that was a hit. 100% a hit. Just gonna let it sit there for a bit. Wonder if there's perch in this lake, guys. Should come down with some, like a walleye rig and some worms. Oh, I think something picked that up. I seen my line head. Oh, yeah, there's something biting this, guys, for sure. There's no structure there. If we get weed on it, I'll look like a total fool's head. Oh, let's have a look. Has to be weed. No, okay. Let's go in towards this. Oh, that's an absolutely horrible cast. This lure's a little bit heavy for this rod, unfortunately. But there's a bit of a sandbank that comes off this point. Drops pretty quickly, and often you will find pike and walleye on the edge of it, mainly pike though. Have you been fishing Georgia Peach? If you're still here, love to know. Okay, well, I'm not going to really dilly-dally with this bait too much longer. I've got a couple of baits that I've got a bit more confidence in, especially with a lot of the fish probably eating minnows this time of year. I'm going to put on a Swimbait, quite a big one. Maridello, welcome. Or maybe I should put on a... Let's put on a lipless crankbait here, guys. Let's really switch it up. Something I haven't really fished in the summer too much. It's just, I'm always worried about losing them because I think this one was about, I won't tell Madison, block your ears if you're watching. Probably like 15, 16 bucks this one. Don't you roll anywhere. Just gonna have to go into my box of goodies here, guys. See if we can find it. Here it is. Harry, how you doing, brother? Welcome, welcome. We're doing some afternoon fishing here today, boss. Are you an Aussie, Larry? That's how I read that message. Just gonna let a bit more slack out. Oh my god, I've got all these seeds all in my pants. All these like, oh my god, they're like in my skin. Okay, we won't worry about that. But we're gonna put this guy on. Nice bit of flash. It's probably gonna get absolutely destroyed by a pike and never be seen again. But I wanna catch a walleye, guys. Doing well, Larry. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us again, bros. We've just kind of started, well, I've been here for an hour. I've kind of fished the Rockwall behind us. Fished the spot where I caught that walleye the other day with a Ned rig. And I haven't really had much luck. I kind of had an idea that it would work, but it didn't. So we're going to switch up. That's what fishing is all about, is just trying new things. And this is you can hear how hard that vibrates. I did buy it, like I said, for ice fishing, but the profile's just a little bit too big. I was hoping it was a little bit smaller, but let's see if we can't get a bit of love on that. Ooh-wee. Hay fever season, guys. It's real. It's a thing. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm like, well, that's not vibing as hard as it should, and yeah, I'm wrapped up straight away. Alrighty. Let's cast right along here. See how we go. Well, that thing casts like a bloody weapon, mate. Down to my backing. Cheers, Larry. Appreciate it. So I'm going to be just slow popping it back with a tweak. Nothing too heavy. It's going to be a one turn of the handle. Oh, that was a hit. And a tweak. That might have been weed. There is a bit of weed there. And I kind of want to be close to the bottom. Hoping to rattle in a walleye. I think we've got some weed on here though. I can feel the vibes aren't as vibey as they should be. Oh yeah, I was right. Just a little bit of weight on that. Okay, so you can often get pike right here, so let's cast one over here. I've got spiders crawling all over me. Come on, Walleye, where you at? I know you're here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Hit. Decent pike. Nailed that thing. Woo. Whoa, it's skitsy. Alright, net job here. Don't want to lose my lure. Got him. Sick. We got a fish, guys. That's what we come here for. He hit that so hard. How sick was that hit? See if I can get him out. Right, hooking myself here. Beauty. Oops, I should have showed you that, but that's a nice pike, guys. Not massive, but he's like a late 20-inch pike. Awesome fish. That's what we come for. And I knew that Z-Viber would definitely attract pike. So that's awesome. Let's let him go. Boom. Look at the slime. Slimeage, see that? Gross. Right, I'm just gonna wash my hands. Oh, don't fall in. We got one, guys. Hit that like button for a pike. One pike, one like. From everyone. And another tip for you guys if you catch pike and you go home smelling like pike, which I'm going to, is you can wash your hands in white vinegar, and it literally cuts straight through. This thing is so sharp. Cuts straight through the bacteria that's on you from the pike, and it gets rid of it straight away. So you're good to cook food or whatever and go to bed not smelling like a pike. All right, sick. That was dope. Let's go for another cast out here. Like I said, I'm really after that walleye. Horrible cast. And I'm gonna have to get some new line. I bought this line. The smoothest casting line, you'll get no wind knots, rah, rah, rah. And I've never had so many wind knots as I've had from this line. I can't name the brand because I've forgotten, but I'm fairly sure it was Power Pro, which I've always used. Always had good experiences with Power Pro. No gator came in here, mate. It's a bit cold here for that. I'm in Manitoba, Canada. So you might have some gator and caiman where you're from down in Florida. But I don't know if you're still on, but the other day when you came on the stream there, I had, oh, that was a hit there. Oh no, that could have been a walleye, guys. Shoot. But I had a couple of river otters harassing me. And I don't think you'd want to bite from one of those just quietly. Is this bait swimming right? Yeah, it is. Dang. Okay. Let's go another cast there, guys. Big mosquito. I was worried there'd be big mosquitoes, but I thought maybe they wouldn't be around because of the weather we've had. So I didn't bring any bug spray. Oh, now I'm getting bitten. Oh, got him. As if I didn't bring bug spray. I am going to get eaten alive by bugs here tonight, guys, so sorry about the complaining. But the walleye will remedy that. Yeah, I'm sure you don't see many. We don't see many here either. It was such a shock. There was 2 of them. It was so weird, but it was so cool at the same time. A lot of people live their whole lives here in Canada and don't see them at all. So I felt kind of honoured, if I'm brutally honest with you. Okay. All right, let's go towards the sun here. Oh my God, all my line went then. All of it. Need to get some more line. I snapped myself off the other day fishing that Rockwall, so I probably lost, by the feel of that, like 20, 30 feet. A lady and a young lad just went out kayaking. So awesome. Absolute gorgeous night for that here. I should have been in the kayak if I knew it was going to be this calm. Nah, mate, I'm in Canada. No pike in Oz. Don't hold that against me. I'm as Australian as they come. I'm just in Canada right now. Manitoba, Canada. They do get alligators, well, crocodiles in Australia though. Big ones up north. Oh, we got hit. Shoot. That was another pike for sure. They're liking this Z-Viber. Maybe I'll just go a short cast here, since we're almost out of braid. Yeah, we've got some big ones. Oh, oh. Yeah, I've got a pretty thick accent still. I'm hanging on to it. I'm trying my hardest not to sound Canadian-y. Poutine, poutine, maple syrup. No, I listen to a lot of podcasts that are Aussie, so I'm still trying to hang on to it. Trying my hardest. Okay, we're gonna switch up and we'll get the scatter app going. My back is a tad sore from casting already, which is a shame. We're only an hour in. But it's quite shallow in this spot here. But I have caught some nice fish cruising in here. There's a bit of a weed edge on either side, and in the middle it's a bit of a broken bottom. So, Zico, welcome. Linnell, I am in the beautiful Manitoba, Canada, as that sun goes down. And we're looking for some pike and some walleye. Oh, that was a hit. Maybe weed. No weed, maybe pike. Get this guy down low. Yeah, it's good stuff. Old maple syrup. I'll go through a stage of loving it. Alrighty, let's go along in here again. And we'll go side view here. Give you guys the sunset. Oh, nice. I used to live up in Inglis, Linnell. Well, near Inglis. Lived at the ski hill. Oh. Used to work there. Fish there a lot as well. Lake of the Prairies is one of my favourite fishing spots. Definitely one of my favourite ice fishing spots. So we might have went past each other once or twice. I'm currently in Minnedosa, so no love on this thing. Trying to think what the next bait's going to be, guys. I do have a few bottom style baits that we could run. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, there's Patterson Lake is absolutely loaded with suckers. Like loaded with suckers. I've ice fished it near the aeration there, and I see a few pike. Pike. Just one. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I've caught a few walleye out of here. Yeah, not many, but a few. Yeah. But mainly pike. What's that? Oh, 100% better than working. Oh, crikey. Missed him. Almost got hit in the head by the bait. That was a pike for sure. Oh, beautiful night. It's a ripper. Thanks, Linnell. Appreciate that. If you go on my onto my channel there, you'll notice there's a lot of trout fishing at Patterson. So if you need any tips, you can find some there. We'll see you later on anyway. Thank you. But yeah, Patterson's definitely one of my favourite trout fisheries. Love it. And yeah, give it another month. I know it's going to be cold. It will really fire up Patterson. For rainbows, honestly, you probably can't go wrong with, if you're fly fishing, I'd say you're better off fly fishing. Probably you won't catch much rainbow not fly fishing, but would be like a leech pattern on a like a bobber that you use. You know, there's real small cork ones, and you put like the toothpick up top. What type of leech though am I trying to think it's called? I've got some at home. I'm just kind of having a mental blank. It's been a... Oh, there we go. Oh, dude, that was a big one too. You can see the swell it left. Jeez, that was a nice pike, I reckon. Let's go again. Damn, I set the hook so good on that too. Balanced leech. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, if you're into your fishing, I would go a balanced leech. I haven't really had much luck catching rainbows in the summer. I have really not fished trout much in the summer, but I would just use like a rainbow coloured Len Thompson lure would work as well, but that's mainly for browns. So I think with rainbows, you're better off with something a bit more subtle. Creek chubs, not really, but you probably can't use those in Patterson anyway. She's all artificial. Damn, that was a nice bloody pike, guys. Maybe cast on a little bit. I'll just maybe go a super slow retrieve at the beginning here. And thanks for watching all my videos, Linnell. That's sick. Appreciate that. If you're ice fishing, you can't go past the atomic tube jig by Berkeley. Okay, I'm gonna go fast retrieval. Now I'm straight in the reeds again. Bugger, okay. Oh, got it off. Damn, that thing hit hard there. There must be like a little deep spot there that they... So I've been hit there a couple times. I've caught like 3 or 4 fish out of that spot. There's nothing more exciting than when a pike smashes your lure, eh? Especially a hard body, they hit them super hard. Soft plastic, they don't hit as hard, I find. I know it sounds silly. It's almost just like a walleye hit, but when they see these hard baits, they really hammer them. Oh yeah, nice. Silver Creek. I've never heard of Silver Creek. Colby, how you doing, brother? We've caught one pike, and I just got absolutely nailed by a pike, super shallow then. I've missed 3 hits on pike, hooked 1. But we're coming into prime time here. As you can see, the sun's just starting to leave us. Silver Creek by Binscarth. Is that where you catch the chubs, the creek chubs? Silver Creek? Oh, that's bad. Not a good space to be casting. That's just full of weedage. Let's slow retrieve that one. Oh, use them for bait, for pike on Lake the Prairies. Ah, thanks for the tip. I'll try that maybe. I do have a few minnow traps at home that I whipped up one night. Absolutely painful experience if you don't have gloves. Okay, let's try fast here. Curtis, welcome. Alright guys, we've got to catch a fish here soon. We're due. We're due. The mosquitoes are like flying saucers, mate. They're huge. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, guys. Really struggling to land. I had him and then he swam towards me. And because in Manitoba you've got to use barbless hooks, you do tend to lose a few extra fish if you don't keep your line nice and tight. He wasn't a big fish by any means, but I do know Rossman Lake. I've done a few deliveries up there in my time. I heard there's some really big walleye getting caught out of there this year. Six PM, nice. I'm definitely more of a walleye fisher, but I've started to appreciate pike a little bit more living in Minnedosa. They're actually a super hard hitting sports fish, especially on that first strike. They are very, very aggressive. It just gets the heart pumping. Let's go heavy here. I've only ever really caught pike by a catch going for walleye, so, but like I said, I'm starting to appreciate them a bit more as a sports fish. Not Darren Ziprick, is it? Well, we've tried that. I'm going to put on a swim bait, weighted swim bait on this rod here, and we'll cast around. I mean, we could go top water, but it's kind of not the right spot for it, eh? Like it's kind of a little bit deep in spots. It's not really a top water spot. There is top water spots here, and that's why I've got top water gear in my bag. But we will put this guy on. It's a 5-inch Crush City, and this is a buoyant lure. So it kind of hangs in the strike zone pretty well if you kind of slow retreat it. So we'll try a few casts with this. This thing got hammered last time I was here too, so. I was going to put the grass pig on, but it's a big bait, so the fish really needs to get it the whole way down its gut to really. My favourite lake to fish in Manitoba, I'd say, would be Lake of the Prairies, definitely. Excuse me while I sneeze. Ooh. Okay, no more sneezing. All right, let's go a little cast in here. But I do like a few more challenging lakes. Patterson is a really good challenge, especially for trout. Like, you can spend a whole day out there and not catch anything. So if you get a master out of there, it's a really good achievement. I want to fish Lake Manitoba a bit more, for sure. I've heard the south end can be really productive. Oh! Oh my God, guys, do you see that? Just gone. Like, that's the thing about these baits. Oh my gosh, that scared the absolute crap out of me, guys. And oh no, I'm gonna have to. It's probably gonna happen. The old grass pig's going on. The one thing I do hate about that is I hate how that fish has gone with that bloody lure in its mouth. I don't enjoy that at all. But he clean snipped me. Absolutely annihilated that. That's a 5-inch bait. That wasn't a huge pike, but but yeah, Lake of the Prairies is definitely one of my go-tos. I kind of only fish where I can. I've got a kid at home, so I'm trying not to go too far away, but Lake of the Prairies up the Shell River itself is easily one of my favourite spots. For sure. I appreciate you jumping on and having some conversation. That's sick. That's what I come out to do. But yeah, I was telling you guys I got the grass pig, little perch looking guy, 1/4 ounce weight. Let's see if we can catch that fish that just took our gear. It's probably about $3 or $4 worth of gear. Not that I'm worried about the money, I just don't like the fish leaving with that in its mouth. It will probably spit it out, but let's see if we can catch him again. God, that was insane. He just nipped that so hard. The thing that this has got against us is it doesn't have a whole lot of colour. It's got a bit of white underbelly, so it's got a bit of flash there. I wonder if you guys even seen that. Like, it scared the absolute crap out of me. We've had so many hits, but we haven't had a whole lot of luck putting any fish on the dock here, guys. This has been a bit tough for that. Here comes that breeze again. This thing's actually not really I need to get some new braid on this thing. I'll have to go buy some spider wire. Sir Fisherlight, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well, my man. Loving the fishing right now. Yeah, this thing doesn't sink as well as I thought it would. Oh, there we go. Got him. As soon as I said that, I got nailed. It's not a bad sized pike here by the weight. Feels good. Hopefully we've pinned him well. Oh yeah, that's a decent one, guys. Oh. This one's putting up a fight, eh? Oh, and there he goes. Well, probably the perfect release, to be honest with you. The bait's not working and then it just gets nailed right at the dock. Beautiful night for a kayak, eh? Beautiful night to be in the kayak.
Yeah, I had the idea of a place before it was too windy, but now it's great.
Yeah, that's right. The wind picked up there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I done that earlier too. It was weird.
Have you caught a fish yet?
I've caught a few pike.
Wait, did you say pond?
Pike.
Pike. Have you been fishing, Sir Fisherlight? Your name suggests it does. You have been. And yeah, you have to, Georgia, for sure. Like, you're missing out on life. Go buy a cheap rod and reel. Put some 20-pound braid on it, and off you go. Buy some 20-pound mono, and you set up some fluorocarbon. Oh, nice, bro. Did you go with Aaron? That's a sick sturgeon. I've been thinking about it's almost sturgeon time. Well, I've been thinking about it for a month, and I've recently changed my jobs, so that has taken every bit of mental, physical out of me, to be honest with you, and I got sick there for a bit, I think. So, but I'm hoping to get out for some sturgeon fishing for sure. depends what you're fishing for though. If you're fishing, well, for braid, you can go 15, 16, and you can kind of target a bit of everything. Jesus, welcome. Mono, yeah, I would get braid. Braid's so much better to use. Unless you're in a boat. But then even mono, yeah, you want braid. Too much stretch with mono. And it's got a memory, so it's kind of hard to put on your reel sometimes. Not that it's hard, but kind of can get tangled in wind knots and stuff, so. Kind of go back to the scatter out. This thing's okay, but it just doesn't feel right for some reason. Go back to the old faithful. You can see the moon up there, Ripper. You can see a couple of planes up over there. Dude, that's sick. Congratulations. Super stoked for you. You put in a lot of work. So that's awesome to hear, brother. Cheering for you. Sound muffled. Get into it, brother. Get fishing. Thanks for jumping in for a chat, brother. Good to hear from you. All right, we're gonna keep our backs to this breeze, guys, and we're gonna pepper this shoreline here. See if we can't get a walleye. There is walleye in this lake, and I've caught them on the scatter app, so. Let's see what we can do. But the fish have been so aggressive. Those pike, unbelievable. So much fun. One good thing about this breeze is it's got rid of the mosquitoes. So you might be wondering why I'm doing that little quick jerk as soon as I cast. That's to make sure my lure gets to the lowest point it can go as quick as possible. Just going to give my drag a few little tweaks there. Yeah, I would look into braided line. Definitely look into braided line. It's just, you get a quicker feel for it because you get stretching mono, right? So if you've got, 6 or 7 foot leader, that's, a bit lighter, you can get a bit more feel, but yeah, you definitely want braid. Because you feel that bite a lot quicker than if you do mono. Mono's more, in my opinion, for like beach fishing or like river fishing where there's a lot of weed. It's good, but in my opinion, braid is heaps better. I wonder if we tie on, considering that Ned rig again, guys. I'm trying to really get a walleye here, so. Oh, bugger. Man, they are like, they're hitting, but they're not like super committing, if that makes sense. Like, that last pike I probably should have caught. I think next time what I'll do is I'll walk it up the boat launch here. It's just easier to kind of lead them along than trying to use the net. But I've had strikes and they haven't really nailed it too hard. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that's happened, dude, but you got to deal with the cards that life gives you sometimes, and in my opinion, fishing will fix that for you. It has for me. I've fished my whole life growing up and then kind of got away from it and started drinking more. And now I'm kind of back full circle around the fishing again. I'm loving it. Bag of goodies. What have we got in here, folks? Oh, we do have something fully outrageous and dangerous. Let's put this guy on. It's a big baited with like a jerk shad on it and max vibes. Like max vibration. So I'm actually going to cut the scatter rope off for the first time in like 2 minutes this rod. we'll tie something else on. You don't need a vessel. You can shore fish. You can get around for sure. Just even if you go to your local tackle shop, tell them what you want to fish for, or walleye or whatever. A lot of the people there, maybe go to a smaller tackle shop and you'd be like, hey, like I don't have a whole lot of cash, but I want to target this and I want braid, rah, rah, rah. They will put you in the right direction for the cheapest option you got for sure, because that's the fishing community. Everybody wants people to get fishing, so get out there, live it. That's what it's about. Oh, that breeze has picked up good here, guys. Well, I'm glad you threw it. That's perfect. I've got some challenges coming ahead. Good challenges. My partner is pregnant, so some sleepless nights are ahead of me. And I can say that because we've already got a daughter and she gave us a lot of sleepless nights. So I know there's more ahead. Alrighty, so this guy's actually a really good bait because you can feel the vibration right at the end of the rod here. I'm a big fan of these bladed baits. And you get some good connection with the bottom with them. How's it going today? Did you have fun in the kayak? My reel's super sticky right now for some reason. Barn girl, welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the chat, guys. Pam Talbot, how you doing? Right, we're gonna just fish this side and get you guys out of the breeze here. That breeze is quite hefty coming through, and I'm sure it's not that sounding that good on the audio. But that sun is, she's almost gone. Almost gone. Thanks, Georgia. Appreciate that. Not looking forward to the sleepless nights. I love my sleep. Big time sleeper. So I'm just going to kind of pop this along the bottom here, guys. Keep in contact. Let it sit. Pop, pop. Let it sit. I know there's not a whole lot of structure here. And let's hope there's an ambush walleye just around the corner here. Actually being pretty aggressive with it right now. Hope you're not asking me if I'm a boy or a girl. I'll just say I'm an Australian, okay? Oh, there we go. Fish, guys. Oh, no. That might have been a walleye. Let's check the... Oh, I think that was a walleye, guys. No, I had like a full vibration on my phone, thinking it was a phone call coming in. And of course, just as you're looking away, something happens. That was a solid fish. That had hefty weight. Let's try that again. Who doesn't love pages? Bugger about that. Oh, I reckon that was a walleye, guys. Damn. Gutted. Gotta check my messages here quickly. Okay, we're good. Got some jobs when I get home. Disappointed. May have been a pike. It's quite a big bait, and the actual hook for that bait is a fair way up the back of that bait. Hey, my drags aren't tight. I'm wondering, like, are my drags tight? But I don't think that's a problem. bugger. Oh, I feel like that, I don't know why I feel like that was a walleye, but I just do. Booger. Probably hear the geese in the background there. That wind's picked up pretty heavy here. Hopefully the audio is still good for you guys. I'm trying to get my back to the wind so it's not too loud for you. Something happened there. Can't feel any vibration, so I take it we're all tangled up. Yep, that blade just tangled up around the jig head there. Oh, my line didn't come through. That's what that is. Yes, it won't be long, it'll be dark here. How beautiful is that? I just wish there was no wind. I don't want you guys just to... I found with my streams, if there's like a lot of wind noise coming in to the microphone, that I'll lose a few numbers. So that's why I'm just trying to turn away a little bit here. I feel like if we're going to catch a walleye, it's about now, I've found. Just popping that jig along the bottom here. Okay. Let's go a cast here. I've caught a walleye in here before too. Excuse the noise, guys. You'll have to subscribe, Barn Girl, so you and Georgia can talk next time I'm fishing. Georgia's been pretty loyal to me, so I appreciate that. And yes, this is walleye clock, we call it here in Manitoba. Well, that's what I call it anyway. I'm gonna hug the shore a bit more here. We'll pop that back. Oh yeah, I need a back massage, big time. Fishing's so much fun. Unfortunately, I haven't landed too many today. I've hooked probably 4 or 5. I probably should have landed 2. But I've had more side swipes than anything today for some reason. They've not really fully hooked themselves, but I am fishing a bit bigger baits. So picking up harder here, guys. I can almost surf out the front now. Nice. Name like Barn Girl. Did think you'd get your nails done. Just makes it nice. Look at that sunset, mate. That's ripper, eh? For you guys to see, you can probably hear me. I didn't bring, when we bring a head torch with me, well, not a head torch, a torch I can put on, a light I can put on my mount here. Well, that breeze has really picked up. We might have 1 or 2 more casts towards this rock wall, and then unfortunately it might be time for me to head off. I've got a bit of a walk. I've got to walk all the way down to the end here to my car. But wasn't as successful here today as I was hoping, but we tried a few different lures. And we got some semi-good action with those pike, but not huge commitment from them. Like they'll hit, side swipe, and then bugger off. They didn't quite commit too hard. But still fun. What sort of horses do you have? Barn Girl. I'm still hoping for that walleye to come in. 10 IB mod, please. Not sure what that means, but UB mod. What do you mean? A few more casts yet. What does a moderator do? Not sure what a moderator does. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that was a late hit here. You might have read some of the comments earlier from the captain, the admiral, that's what his name was. He was talking some crap about shitting himself and farting and stuff, but I don't know, I'm happy the way it's going, so I appreciate the offer though. Want to be a bit of an open book here. Oh, that wind's picked up. That's crazy how the wind's just changed so hard here right now. Sorry, it's gonna be windy, guys. Alright. Well, if you come on next time, we'll have a chat about it. I'm not really that big of a YouTuber. I don't really get too many of those comments. Besides, I've got a few saying that Jesus loves me, so that's kind of cool because I'm not religious. I'm not super religious. Actually, not religious at all. But Jesus loves me, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I bet you guys can't even see that bloody fishing rod right now. Yeah, I've never knew that was even a moderator, to be honest with you. Never really heard of it. Probably rather not have a moderator. I'm kind of happy for people to comment and say what they like. And if there is that sort of demonstrative racist talk, I'll address it in my way, which would be probably human. But I appreciate the offer. And if I do need one day, when I become big, you'll be the first on the list. You and Georgia. That's funny. I think it was the stuff I used to do. I remember a very strong childhood memory. I don't know why I wasn't at my mum's, but I was like school holidays and out at these random people's houses, and I was like in the backyard and I was peeling paint off of tin and eating it. And it was definitely would have been lead to paint. This was bloody 25 years ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely got some decent poisoning when I was younger. Not a good idea. We're gonna have one more cast after this. Oh, fish jumped. Just heard a fish jump. Probably one more cast after this, guys. Have fun at the pet store. Appreciate you jumping on the stream. We'll see you next time. I'm from South Australia, South Australia. That's where I'm from originally. Grew up in a place called Ceduna. Ceduna. If you want to look that up, that's where I'm from. Some of the best beaches in the world. A lot of people ask me why I moved to Canada. And I'm like, well, why are you still here in Canada? Move if you don't like it. So, but last cast here, guys. Appreciate everyone still being here. If we can get, please, one of you guys just to add one more like, and we'll get ourselves to 50. That's what we want. One more, and we'll head off. I'm going to wait until we get there. Don't make me wait too long, guys. And we'll make some tracks here. Sorry, it's a little bit dark and hard for you guys to see, but I am trying still to catch us a walleye here. We've had a fun arvo. Weather's been a little bit up and down. Oh, we've had a few hits. Oh, someone got us to 50. I appreciate that. I love that. Awesome. But yeah, without my light, it's getting really dark. But it's been an absolute ripper night. I think we may have missed a walleye earlier, but we will be back and we'll try again. I don't mind answering questions. I'm pretty open. But thanks for being here, Georgia. Love the chat. Always good of you to come on. And as fishermen do, I say last cast and I'll have one more. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, guys, because with the weather kind of starting to turn here, I'm going to get out when I can. And I'd love you all to be there. I've been doing a few morning ones actually, but now I'm on my rotational work. I'll be doing a few more afternoon shifts. But with this weather kind of turning, getting a bit more breezy, I'm going to have to adapt and try some other fishing methods maybe. So, but maybe we'll fish down in the river and see if we can't catch some pike in there as well. Not that I think there would be any, because the river was so drained this summer because of lack of water and rain. But I'm just going to try and get you guys out of the breeze. So a southerly is good here because I can hide behind the rocks there, and maybe we can do some bait fishing. But appreciate you all being here. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, that's it. Always. All right, I'm going to do one more. You guys can't see nothing anyway, but if I'm going to catch a walleye, it's going to be now. And then we'll head off. We'll go home and we'll watch some YouTube. I love watching YouTube, especially fishing channels. There's a couple I really love. If you love my content, you'll definitely love this other content. It's heaps better than mine. You've got Coffee Break, COFFEY Break. It's a guy who's doing the top end of Australia in a boat with his dad and his family. It's so sick. You've got Rocket Kit, ROKKIT Kit. Guy called Rod goes out on these secluded Australian islands up north, and it's just so sick. I'd love to do that myself. I might even try and get myself a little boat for me and my daughter to go out eventually and do some trips. Briggsy, he's big. Cavi. Briggsy, I love Briggsy stuff too. He's hilarious also. So that's some of the stuff I like to watch, but I'm hoping I can improve my streaming here, and as winter comes, we'll do some ice fishing, and we'll be doing some streaming right here, set up my ice tent, and we'll be fishing along these reeds. It's gonna be so much fun. But like I said, this is the last cast. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Love that. I'm glad you're watching. Must be that accent you like, eh? But thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. We'll see you later, Georgia. I've got a long walk home to family. Thanks, guys.